taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars.
Well, they say an early season snowstorm may be on deck in less than 48 hours, but today is picture-perfect fall football weather. Crisp and cool at Soldier Field in the Windy City. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the Los Angeles Chargers. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Let's go, fellas.
Set, 180.
Mike, check, 59. So we got man. Under 10, 10.
Melvin Gordon, the two-time Pro Bowler, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Here we go.
White, 80 hot.
Rivers. And right side, Henry's got it. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
190.
An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
12.
Hey, 58 is a Mike. Go
Throwing, Rivers. Agreeing with a catch left side. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Let's go. Let's do it.
It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
First down, Los Angeles.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Hey, high 7.
Throwing Rivers. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. To throw, Rivers finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. He's the guy, Mike Williams, that the Chargers took 7th overall a couple of years ago. Battled injuries as a rookie, but in full health last year, he caught 43 passes with a knack of really finding the end zone. 10 of those 43 catches went for touchdowns.
Hey, tighten down. There you go. Watch the twist. Out. Check.
Now a carry for the fullback. This is Watt. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
You're not ready. Why? Get wide. Watch twist.
Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
From the 30 on second down. Rivers looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is third down. From the shotgun, it's Rivers, and it's complete. Henry. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. And that'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards. Rivers with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
58, boys, 58. 58 is Mike. It's a party now. It's a party now. Hey, 58 is a Mike. Going 58 to the Mike.
Load it. Load it. Hey, Charlie.
Rivers to throw it. This is caught. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Travis Benjamin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
It has to feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team, because we talk about complementary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Now Trubisky. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. But it's going to be 2nd down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
I'm going to hit you.
Uchenna Nwosu able to record his 5th sack of the season. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, huh?
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Uchenna Nwosu in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
At their own 46-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of a yard.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Switch! Switch! Check 99! Check 99!
On second down now. It's Gordon. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Oh, yeah!
Roquan Smith, fresh off a solid rookie campaign, in on the tackle for Chicago.
And it brings up third down.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. From the gun, Rivers. He completes it to Henry. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Bears take over.
At their own 18-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
He likes to get those jump.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And picked up by the Chargers. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
To the play, 1st down and 10.
Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Rivers now after the fumble recovery. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now Rivers. Finding room inside the 40. Wide open. It's Allen, complete. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
A gain of 12. And the Chargers.
Rivers with a 1st and 10. And he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game.
Buffalo.
Check 24.
Left. White, 80 high.
A toss play. Gordon. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team would say, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor, and that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
Set, 180.
Mike. Check. Who that?
On 2nd and 11 now. Rivers throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 12-yard line. Back in the first quarter, you said it, they need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about in the first quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
58, right over there, right over
there. 5.
58, right there.
On 1st and 10, Rivers to Gordon, out left. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Right, ground 80. Alpha. 6-6. Pull it high.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rivers And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. To the air again here, Rivers. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Deuce. Mike, 80 hot.
They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. They'll try to sneak with Taylor. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Tyrod Taylor, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now 14-0.
Chargers 14.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Mike's 49.
6 man. Check curls, check curls, check curls.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
Back at the 35-yard line.
180. Mike, 49's a Mike.
I'm on.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. And that's caught by Smith. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 16 yards is the pickup there and a 1st down for Chicago. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Over the middle, the tight end Shaheen with it. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
It's a pickup of 6.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On 2nd down, it's Cohen. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
A gain of 6.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Use the mic. They can't hang with us.
On first down, Trubisky. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Trubisky's throw into the hands of Burton. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Now it's Trubisky looking for the end zone. And Miller will pull this one in. He's got it for the Bears touchdown. Anthony Miller, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7.
That's it. That's it. Big hit.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Chargers on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Working out of the gun, Rivers. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
This will be fielded at the 17.
The Bears
Let's go.
1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Trubisky to throw. He gets this complete to Shaheen, the tight end. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Squeeze double. Man left, man left. 4 down, 4 down.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Well, it's caught on the right side. It's Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Quarterback D-line. Get that quarterback D-line. Alert.
Sponge. No. Check.
Kill.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. His throw incomplete. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go, ball on the 43. Again, it's Trubisky. Then the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 43. Trubisky to throw again. This one out left to the tight end, Burton. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Right. Watch tight. Tight end's right.
3 down.
3 down.
Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. Throw left side complete. It's Burton.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Seventh play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Tight end right. Hey. 4 down.
Looking to throw again, Trubisky. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Here we go. Alert. I got 29. Single.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Here's Trubisky. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now two straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Incomplete in the end zone. Derwin James on the coverage.
Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. The kick by Pinheiro is good.
So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Watch the out, watch the out. Watch the edge, watch the edge, watch the edge. Pick the edge, pick the edge. Come. Hey, behind.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Danny.
Play action. Now Trubisky. Looking deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Miller. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. First down, a run with Cohen. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Watch the pass.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Trubisky. And his throw here's incomplete. Vincent Smith, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
Mike, 49.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing here, Trubisky, and that will be incomplete. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench, but this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
The Chargers take over first and
Let's
10
go, baby.
at their own 17-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
Defense,
we've got the lead.
we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
58, boys. 58. 58 is Mike.
To throw is Rivers. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you're doing a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Hey, wahoo! 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. I'm coming.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
58, boys. 58. Mike. Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Echo. The pass. Hey, 58 is the Mike. Going 58 is the Mike. We own them. We own them. Jam them. Jam them. Jam them. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Protein spill. Load it. Cloud. Load it. 58's the Mike. 58's the Mike. Hey, Delta. All day. I'm coming after you.
3rd and long for Rivers. And now he's taken down, and Rivers in the end zone, down to the ground he goes. That results in a safety and 2 points. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again. Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now it's Trubisky. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Joey Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson, and that's caught inside the 35. Trubisky hitting Robinson for a big one, 47 yards.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force him into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. They'll run on 1st down. Cohen. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. Touchdown, Chicago! Tariq Cohen, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bears have taken the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. And they don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Check 37. Check 37.
On 2nd and 9, Rivers. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers and Rivers after the sack.
I'm coming.
From the gun, Rivers. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
Run 80. Watch the run. They're running it.
White.
SOS.
White. 89.
Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Khalil Mack, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Stay on the slot.
Throwing, Rivers.
Tight into the right, boy. Tight into the right. Move.
And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
44 is the mic. 44 is the mic. No gain on this defense. No gain.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get him to 4th down. On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on to kick it away.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Now Trubisky to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second.
From the contact. Brings up 3rd down and 4.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Over the middle, the tight end Shaheen with it. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Trubisky now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the run, watch the run, watch the run. 36.
Trubisky gives to Cohen, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Boy, tight game like this, fourth quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Watch the curl. Watch the curls.
This is Cohen on the toss. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be taken down deep into Charger territory.
Here we go.
Trubisky hitting Robinson for a big one. 41 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the
So after the big play, look at this. All the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. They'll try the counter here. Cohen. Man, this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
At the 17-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and 13.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Touchdown for
Vincent Smith, his 4th touchdown on the year as the Bears push further out in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. Kiss him goodbye, Travis Benjamin. Touchdown, L.A. Officially an even 100 yards coast to coast on the kick return as his guys are back within a single score. And that big 4th quarter return, Charles, makes this a 1-score game.
And now it all comes down to philosophy. All right, they just had a big return for a touchdown, so the momentum is high. Do you want to ride that and go for 2? Or do you just go ahead and kick the extra point and come back and rely on your defense?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now they'll run it with Cohen. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Up, 180, 58's the mic. Come to my world. We want it. Come to my world.
Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. Buying time to his left. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Desmond King on the tackle. That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 7.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now Trubisky. The open man is Smith. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That's a 1st down and then some, a 32-yard pickup. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in dock.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Denzel Perryman in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
After the sack on first down, Trubisky to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now it's Trubisky. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that'll push the lead up to 8. Now, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down. Phillip Rivers, no stranger to fourth-quarter comebacks. He's led the Chargers back to victory 26 times coming into this year. But work to do here if he wants to add another notch to the belt. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man, complete. And all the way to the opposite 45.
Come on, baby, let's go.
Rivers to Allen on the hook up there. And even 40 yards.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Uses the stiff arm. Throw to the right here to Gordon. It's a gain of 7, and it's a 2nd down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
4 receivers in the formation here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. 2nd and 3.
Easy, easy. 44 is the mic. 44 is the mic. Come on.
He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
The Chargers on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Check three. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Play fake. Rivers. And that is incomplete. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Hey, Delta. 44. Mike, 44. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Now Rivers on fourth down. And right side, Henry's got it. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bears will get the football back. So now let's reset here, Charles. They do have 2 timeouts left, so they can stop the clock twice. This one's not quite over yet.
No, and what you're doing on defense, you're going to use both timeouts, obviously. But you've got to call defenses are going to force the issue early, meaning you want that play over fast. You don't want to give them time to dance around in the backfield or run a wide sweep that'll take off time. Blitz them, put pressure on them, make sure that play ends quickly so that you can go ahead and keep moving.
Trubisky on the keeper. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 34-yard line.
Stop! 180! 58's the mic. Y'all not ready? Yep.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
A loss of a yard. It's now 3rd and 13.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Watch your slack. Watch your slack.
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for Chicago, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the struggles at
incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top is missing, the opposition ain't. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People wanna know where Mace, Pops, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter rock, turn it up. We giving a show, but can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver. All about running the spot, and you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play, and you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years, so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing, relieving the kings of all crowns. So are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to like rocket fuel.
Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, tried to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. And up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Yeah, drown out my problems, let me One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in the ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. my bag. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Yeah. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Ooh. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Yeah. Go yo, then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello? That's the check calling. Let me click over real quick to let my check talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man. That's the way my neck talking. Right? I ain't never coming back. The way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack my bad, but I'm past that. With a NASDAQ, that's cash. When the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab brown man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit. I'm glad when the check missed the direct hit. I'm sad like, who's that knocking at my window? My window. They say that it's the money, I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you up like a limbo. She said she not a, she an. Ooh, ooh, why you do that like that? Like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Like that? Ooh, I'm